Greetings, Mama's in the kitchen. And today we are going to be making a healthy version of chile relleno. Yeah, you gotta roll your R's. Arr, arr. This is a chile poblano. Now what we do first, before we can do anything with this chili, is you have to burn it. Whatever you want, roast it, whatever you want to say. Look how big they are. These are going to be awesome to stuff. Now, you just put it on your fire. If you don't have fire, like if you have electric, you can do it on a griddle. You can do it on a griddle. But it's better if you have the fire burning them. And you're just going to allow them to burn and then kind of toast up and make sure you get as much of the green black. Then you're going to put them in the bag that they came in. I only purchased 4. I don't need any more but 4. I used to make a dozen of these at a time. Now it's just Blue Eyes and I. Anyway, these are the other 2. And you want to get a good size because they're going to go soggy after you take the skins off of them. Let me show you. I'm trying to wait. And then you got to kind of move them around. Make sure the fire... My flame's not very high. I live on a ranch, so I've got propane, but my flame's not really high. Anyway, they're going to get soft. So once you take the skins off of them, you're able to open them up, take the seeds out, and then stuff them with whatever your little heart desires. I chose today... Usually, my mother only liked cheese. My first husband, God rest his soul, he passed away. He liked tuna fish. I know it sounds, but he liked it, so I made it for him that way. Today, I'm going to make ground meat. I degreased the meat. I put tomatoes and onions and what else did I put in my meat? I've already made my meat ahead of time. The regular spices, some cumin, some red chili powder to give it some flavor. Chicken bouillon is my salt. I don't salt my food with salt. I use chicken bouillon to give it flavor. And you'll know that a lot of Mexicans use this for flavor or broth. This is our salt. For most people. I can't speak for everybody, but for me. My mother taught me to use that a lot in all of the food. So you see how it's getting charred? You want to make sure you get in here too. So I've got to move it around. And I will be back to show you how we take the skins off. Be right back. In order to get the tips, you've got to really get in there and stand it up like that. That's just the way it's just, you just got to work with it, play with it. It is time consuming to try and get them to burn. If you have a little bit of green left, it's okay. It's not gonna hurt anything. I just like getting all the green if I can. If I can't, I'm handling it with my fingers, but you guys, I hate to show a dirty stove. Look at my stove getting all dirty. But anyway, you can use tongs. You don't have to use your fingers. I'm just old-fashioned. I use my fingers for the most part. All right, guys, be right back. I've done that one and I've done this one. I'm just showing you. You put it in the bag and let it sweat. All right, we're going to let it sweat. I'm going to cover them up like that, and I'm going to burn the other 2, and I'll show you what I do next. Quick thing. There's no science to how long you leave them in the bag. You just want to wait till they're a little steamy, and I'd say maybe 5 minutes at the most, 10, while you're waiting for the other ones. They will get soggy, and then I run them under water. A lot of people don't. They just kind of peel them off. I find that if you're just peeling them off, you're going to find some of that still on there, and not for me. I run them under the water, make sure it all comes off, because that's a bitter taste if you leave the skin on. Now, like I said, you can have a little bit of green. It's not going to hurt nothing. If you couldn't get the tips, sometimes I just can't get the tips burnt enough, so that doesn't worry me. The backs of them, you know, the back here, sometimes can't get it. You just don't worry about it. Anyway, be right back. Okay, so here we go. We're going to peel the chile. So you want to kind of like let it run on the water, and you just kind of push the black part off. Just push it off. I guess I could tell you I waited a good 5 minutes. And see how it just comes off? It just peels right off. And I have these little, let me show you what I have in my, you don't want to do this and right directly into your sink. You want to have something holding. I buy these from Walmart, and this will hold everything, and then I get to take it to the trash. You want a little stronger water for the hard parts, but not too strong where it's going to bust it. And if you do get a crack and get water in it, you're not going to hurt nothing. Don't be afraid to make these. I know they're time consuming, but they're so worth it. They really are. They're delicious. Now, some will be hot and some won't. All right, here we got. We got my chile right here. Now, what you want to do is, you don't really need a knife. You can just use your fingers. Find an opening, because they will open. This one opened right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it gently, and I'm going to pull the seeds out. That's your hot stuff. Okay? See that? And then you're going to run the water back through. If it busts, don't worry. We got a solution. You're just going to stuff them. Oh, this one must be hot. I'm getting the fumes. Now, I like hot peppers. But I can tell this one's going to be hot. That's good. That's not bad. All right. So, see how it opened up completely? What you're going to do, don't worry about it. I take the seeds out because my husband doesn't like anything not too spicy. You're going to take the meat and you're going to stuff it. Let me come right back. I'm drying my hands. Be right back and show you how I told you I made the meat ahead of time, and I'm going to show you. It's got onions and tomatoes and some chili powder, and I degreased the meat. Make sure you take all the grease out of it. You don't want anything greasy. You stuff your pepper with your meat in the middle, and it's as much as you want. And then I really wanted white cheese, but you know, guys, it got kind of expensive at the grocery store for me, and I went ahead and just got orange cheese. That's what I have. When I say orange cheese, Mexican style, and I grated it myself. And so I'm just going to stuff the pepper. If you just use mozzarella or queso fresco, that's the best for chile rellenos. And you stuff it. You're going to close it like this. And we don't have to worry about really getting it all closed in, because we're not going to have an egg batter right now. We're going to make an egg omelet to put on top. And then I'm going to show you a red sauce. I hope I can make this video short enough. But that's where we're going with it right now. So this is already stuffed, and it's going to go in the oven. Okay, be right back. For the sauce that's going to go on top of everything, it's very simple. Whole tomatoes cut up, but I've got a can of diced tomatoes, just as easy. You take a can of diced tomatoes, let them cook down a little bit. You're going to take some bay leaves. I just put them in this container. It's where I store my bay leaves. Alright, take a bay leaf or two, throw it in there. Alright, you're going to take a pinch of sugar. Yes, use sugar or Splenda. I'm out of Splenda, unfortunately. So just use real sugar. A pinch. A pinch is all you need. I know, but it is a pinch. Just a little pinch of sugar. to give it a little sweetness. The tomatoes are going to be sweet enough once they start to cook, but you want that extra little bite of sweetness. So then, I'm looking for my spoon. All right, so then that's in there, and you're just going to let it simmer. And you're going to need some salt, but wait till it kind of condenses before you put the salt in, because you don't really get a taste for it yet. But that's all going to simmer together. It is bubbling up, my friends. And yes, I'm using my cast iron skillet. I love it. Now, when I make my egg, I don't think I'm going to use my skillet because I don't want it to stick at all. And sometimes these skillets, they do stick. Sometimes they don't, but I don't want to trust it. I want you to see the finished product really pretty. So let that bay leaf do its thing, and it's to your taste, how you like it. But the longer it cooks, the thicker it'll get, and that's a good thing. All right, be right back. Okay, my friends, I'm going to take it out of the oven now. It was only in the oven for maybe 10 minutes. What you want to do is you want to just make sure that the cheese gets nice and melty, and that the meat is cooked. There's a little bit of water coming out of the chile. You'll have that. That's okay. Put it on your plate. See, it comes right off. And I'm coming. All right. What it looks like. All right. And now we're going to put the egg and the sauce on, okay? I made my omelet. I know I'm all over the place, guys. I am not a professional. I'm just trying to help you guys out. Okay, now you take your omelet. You put it on top. And what I like doing is I like tucking the egg underneath it. Okay? There you go. Now that was an omelet, and then you take your red sauce. See how beautiful that red sauce turned out? And it's still kind of thick here. Oops, I turned it off. And you take the red sauce, and you can even make it to where you don't have to have the chunks of tomatoes on. You don't. And you can make it hot. You can put some jalapenos in it if you want. This is just a sweet sauce that you put on top, and voila, you have a chile relleno. You ready for me to taste it? It is so tender. Whoops. It is so tender that you don't even need a knife or anything like that. And here we go. Mm. The chile is perfect. It's tender because it was in the oven. Leave it in there for about 15 minutes, at least 15 minutes, while you're making your egg. And the salsa does not have to be chunky. You can actually blend it up like just a sauce. You don't have, I like it chunky. Your preference. Let me know if you make. Enjoy, my friends. I made this video with love. It's not, I don't know how to edit and all that good stuff professionally, but I'm going to do my best. And enjoy. Let me know if you tried.